myself by the time I get there. God. You farted. I do when I go pee. Well, first it's a really strong one. Then when I farted, it's like a car went by.
I didn't know that before. I just thought he really pushed real hard.
No, you just turn it up.
No, I know, but I thought that was just like an edit of the video for the video.
No.
Put in the video because it went like that.
It's a guy thing. I'm surprised for y'all when y'all don't fart while the thing doesn't close up. Are you losing it over there? I can't tell if you're losing it over there. I don't know. I'll fix that. It's the hangover. You know what will fix it? A nice, badass nap. Or sleep.
There is no nap. It's just sleep.
Get this fat butt out of your way. Look at that butt.
We went downstairs into the kitchen because the parents was down there. We were hungry, and we said, "Let's go down there so Mom doesn't start yelling to see where we are and make sure we're okay." So we go down there, and are y'all hungover? It's like no, and I'm just standing there, and he's like trying to pull her down. My mom was like, "Yeah, I didn't think of it." We went straight upstairs to the room and passed out. Took our boots off and got our PJs on and swapped.
Swap. Hold it. Here. This one. Three is regular. You just can't take any more than 4.
Okay, I won't eat it. I'm hungry.
Bad smell.
He's looking at you like,
That was you. All weekend.
he's a mama's boy.
This one leave underneath the blanket on your side. That's why I just stayed up at night. ain't going fit.
Next time you're going to bed.
Maybe next time.
Next time you're going to bed.
Maybe next time.
Maybe I mean next time.
You said next time. What do you mean? What do I mean? You're the one that means it.
Next time.
Don't look at me like that.
This was the exact same weird knocked out Hendrik and stuffed him much earlier on in the experiment. At one point in time, I was the one in power, and at another, I was the one being knocked out and cuffed. I'm knocked out. They took me hostage. They put handcuffs on me. They're feeding me narcotics. With all of my team dead, I lay there hopelessly on the ground, waiting for my fate. Before long, the substorm began to eat my body, and the real question was, where the hell were we going? It turned out they were going down to the water and putting me on a boat. Quite quickly, I gathered that we were most likely going to a mountain.
He might drown.
Feel about me?
We can knock him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fly. The thing is, on the way, I kept saying to Jarlax I would comply at any cost, and after a while, he started to believe me. Another thing was for me to get down to what happened safely, I would have to parachute. And handcuffs on. Of course, the miniature fixes and stuff spawn units, so everything comes off.
Alright, so if I let you out, you're gonna comply.
Yeah.
You are on record.
I don't know what being on record implies, but anyway, the handcuffs need to be taken off. They took off the cuffs. No shotguns, otherwise I'm not sure. I don't know why the hell they were continuing to listen to me and literally do what I say. But it was quite useful, as I was getting some sort of freedom within the ranks. Anyway, we soon got the call to drop down to Atlantis, and so I made my move. These idiots go down into Atlantis. I simply stay silent.
Yeah, he's going to.
Rough day. A lot rougher. I would have to figure out how the hell I get out of this place. It would be very tricky. Right. If you get the left.
Alright, so can you see the hostage video now?
If you're not listening, he's currently running away.
That's it.
Yeah, you get flat.
Good. Probably the best.
The current situation was something new where I was, but didn't do anything substantial because manners were useless in the water. As of now, this gave me the confidence to look away from my computer, bring up my phone, and send an urgent voice message to my ally, Malik, I'm swimming to Ireland. Okay, be ready when I'm there. I'm swimming to Ireland. They're following me with manners and shit like that. I need you to open the door, let me inside your base. Contact me. I'm running away with people that are after me, but they can't catch me. I need you to open Ireland ready for me to run in, okay? Malik, I'm going to be putting up on the west side of Ireland. Serpent saved me, and now understanding where I was going, pushed forward and waited for the door ahead.
Go to my man.
My heart was racing.
Oh, it's my fault.
Busher had managed to land the polo on me, but still pursued the best. Make it better. Only one thing wrong. This gave me just enough time to get out of the polo and run up and run.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Right in the base. I would just plan out what Malik to make a big boost of my arrival in the polo. So, just going to bed.
I don't think you know how to do that.
This is the part that traps you in place.
I don't want to just kill him. No. We're fine. We're doing this the right way.
Alright, again, Busher actually decided to do this the right way and not take me out. Oh, I'm gonna be stuck for so long, dude. Unfortunately for him, this backfired. They should have killed me. This why is so fucking annoying. Staying in their voice chat, I continue to lie to them respawn as I simply made my escape.
Where's Marco?
Jolex was the first to realize. Roscoe's timely arrival and Harry's master, together, they helped me escape what I thought to be the unescapable. Oh my god, I escaped. You guys fucking Malik and you guys allowed me to escape. I'm out. I'm running away. On the map of Eden, Atlantis is considered the most overpowered place on there is. You have your own underwater bubble that you count on the planet sign. To make that worse, the EDN and Dominicus Victus combined party, the Reformed had amassed themselves a large militant force, consisting of Wyverns, Carcass, Therizinosaurs, and many, many small tanks. They would be a very hard nut to crack, but technically, with Costco, not impossible. Although their base location shouldn't have been our biggest concern. Behind the scenes, Major Chief was flying down to Australia on his snow out. Apparently, he was going to have diplomatic talks with Shoulder Man. For us, this is the 8th. If Major Cheese and the Southern Spawn managed to convince Shoulder Man to join sides, they would be granted access to all of Shoulder Man's elephants. Hopefully, but never got to train people and not all the best sell more and more chicken. I was all by myself in the wilderness, running through the depths of Norway. The plan was to get close enough to Costco and then attempt to join their team. Running down into Denmark, I was able to join Costco PC, telling the entire team my story and them being in absolute disbelief that I needed a line, and then that they were rather fast to send out someone to quickly collect me. Oh my god, that's me. Following the hour, I was then led to the Pteranodon to pick me up and take me over to the main base. I guess from here onwards, this is my new group. I cannot believe I escaped that. What the fuck? I was honestly amazed at the fact that somehow long with share. The next minute I'm swimming away, the next minute Malik is dead, and now I'm inside Costco's group. All of this has been so unexpected. But we go to Shoulder Man, and he was once again running another boss. At this point in time, him and the newly had planned the boss so many times that they pretty much had a damn cut line in place for how to do it.
Oh, of course, that's one on the side closest to the bird.
They were fighting the Brood Mother, a massive, scary-looking spider thing.
They don't seem very aggressive. Oh, they're aggressive. Very aggressive. I need them to get all around.
Back to him, Shoulder Man and the newly whistle wounded under the stage to attack the Brood Mother and then give it a bump to the jungle that Shoulder Man is fighting.
Oh, someone against my road. Yeah, there's a lot of things not here. Go too low down. You know, just getting out and not going down.
Some of the things what the Shoulder Man to go around the side and whistle them to a different part of the Brood Mother.
So they kind of moved their boat there.
Yeah.
They're like talking up there.
There's my little hill.
Then you move above that tank, the Brood Mother will get both.
Standing now.
More and more tanks start to die. So Shoulder Man, pull down. This does a lot of damage.
Got them here as well.
Start to about one in the bathroom.
Never hate when you cough and your blood fucker.
Yeah, we're good.
Always happens to Dexter.
They have successfully killed the dog. That's the fact. They can now go down and collect them. At this point in time, they have a it can be used for many different things. We know Feel we can gain significant military strategic monitoring surveillance through this large tower. Declaring him our number one ally for surveillance technology, he finally got me off the demand for the baby, and for the next 15 minutes, I want him to stay here and maybe rebuild the hull, because in the future, we could possibly host more meetings. I had done a lot of rebuilding and then got an urgent call from Costco.
Oh, they're coming in.
Costco had let me know that the serpent spawn were directly at their base. Okay, what's the situation?
They're doing the same thing as yesterday.
Pushing with Gigas, it couldn't get any worse, but it definitely did.
Oh, the next.
Well, that makes it back.
Shield generator. One solar man. Solar man had allied with the serpent spawn, and by using all of the elements they had collected over the last 7 days, serpent spawn had control of the entire net. This was incredibly dangerous, and it was all because of Australia.
This is what happens when you play my fucking land.
This whole thing was we advanced out on finals. Next over.
Well, the mechs are back in the water as well.
They're dipping, they're going. You need to put them out. The mechs managed to get put on Scotland where they stood their ground. On the mechs again, guys. Back in. Silas. With absolutely no support from kill that really high level they have. For the time being, retreat back to the main base to try and muster up a better defense. As we move back to regroup, Urban Spawn is doing the same.
Your perfect domain is out there. Go to it and make it yours. Claim your space online. Own your name, your brand, your breakthrough. And the rest, just click. It all starts with a domain. What's yours?
I'm a terrible note taker. My notes look like doctor's handwriting mixed with abstract art. And my type notes, forget it. That's why I decided to fire myself as a note taker and hire Otter AI instead. Follow salary, $0. Everything I'm going to show you is absolutely free. Otter joins every meeting I have and transcribes every word in real time. Now I can actually listen, engage, and do the kind of deep thinking that my job actually requires. If I need to find important details to discuss, I can just ask the AI chat, and bam, there's the answer. And by the way, I don't even remember which meeting I discussed those more diligently. Well, Otter researched all of my past meetings, and I didn't even know that I had that one. So go ahead and fire yourself from this. So just do what actually happened. That's below.
Everyone sound off! 3, 2, 1! For glory and control!
We get ready to defend this one.
Let them push up a little further. Let them push up a little further. Let them overcommit. Let them overcommit. Let them overcommit, guys.
We were trying to lure them in so we could take out the mechs first, but it wasn't going as planned. The mechs pushing as well as their carcass together was making for a deadly combination.
My neck's like 5 feet from.
We were the ones getting separated out, and they were staying organized.
Stay here. Got them over me.
But it's scary as fuck.
My pocket's dead. My pocket's dead. My pocket's
Behind
dead.
the guys, focus.
It's pull out.
Although we had to pull out, one of their mechs was about to blow. We had been able to take out one of the mechs, but there was still one remaining and multiple problems.
Yeah. Where? Turn the switch on.
My Dodo was taken from under me, and I was left on foot. While trying to escape, I had stumbled across the practice. Being on foot,
Stop being weird.
I come down next to one of the graves and dealt and it turned out Buster with a shotgun. The council obedience ceased. This and out. The experiment. It had been a great run. Costco also run that too. Costco had been able to take down the second tank, but in doing so, they had lost all of our confidence and figures. Now, they were still. I killed them right there. Good kill. For everything they have. All the vehicles. Where's my chance? Watch over. I'm solo. Down the side. Bullet? That's fine. Discussion had one. There was no one left in the Costco Alliance to continue to fight. It had been a brutal battle, one filled with chaos, loss, and moments none of us could forget. On this land, what was once peace and laughter, and now is absolute destruction. As the born and judge of themselves, they came to an understanding for the world borders and others. These groups will live in coexistence, agreeing to work together to maintain the market. Regardless of everything, I for one will not what is meant to be policy. Well, we don't have to decide. We operate together. But it does leave one to wonder who's really right and who's in the wrong. Because we as the council are pushing maybe then never know. Anyway, I lay dead in Flanders Fields. This once again. Thanks again to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Play for free on PC, console, or mobile using my link below. New and returning players that haven't played for at least 6 months can get a limited time bonus pack. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. This video that you just watched has taken me almost 5 months to produce. Apart from the initial help at the start, I've been editing this for help. As you can probably tell, I absolutely love making this kind of content. But of course, I have a bigger aim in mind. I want to get one of these really long videos out every single month. To do this, I'm going to need a team, and a big one. So I decided that alongside releasing this video, I would also launch my very own merch store. Welcome to a place where you'll find only the highest quality and best made products. For example, the Dark Station mouse mount was one of my early access customers have just received. Picture actually outstanding. Look, you can back super high quality. I really like the look from the bottom. With international shipping, I am really proud of this store. We've been working for a very long time to do the best merchandise. So if you want an ultimate mock experiment. 200 players were stranded in a single castle on a secluded island, each as a solo with only one life. There are no rules, no pre-selected teams, and no outside help. All these players knew was that when the gates opened, it would be a race for the mainland. All of the players were left alone to do whatever they wanted to build societies, form government, open a McDonald's or a Bobby Burgers, or even, if it comes down to it, go to war. This experiment took place for 3 hours every single day for 7 real-life days straight. I present to you the almighty 200-player civilization experiment in Ark Survival Ascent. Day 1 was however, players would have limited rods, so they would either need to find their own or get them. Began running for any rock they could possibly get onto because they needed to. There were players such as that's the big board. That's the big board that we can. We probably start day 1 by taking a look at a trying nation camp. They had formed all of this collective goal of wanting to build on an island named Carnival Island. Unfortunately, a different group had already got there first, meaning they were now stuck out of the map. They're trying to build a Carnival Island. While Black was by time the group that claimed Carnival Island was called the Big Venture. They were the largest tribe on the entire globe, with enough players to also claim the beach just north of Blackout.
Thanks for prayers, Captain. Wow. You guys almost up to the island yet. A bunch of us are here.
His group was led by Christopher Sixteen, where his co-leader, Eight, hosted 40 players. Was there one ever? We should download everything. What did you guys do?
I told you guys both of them before.
We can make a spoiler plan. Right now, we're running they were the group of 7 members and were led by the player. But unfortunately, the guy from the PT is fucking chilling on a shore there. Now that notice to the player named AD, neither of us small group of solos nearby had just run over to their city and stolen everything inside. After AD had already taken nearly all of their loot, he came back to the war and wasn't very nice about it. What happened? Now that the groupers had just managed to put together enough resources to make themselves another free platform, it was time to move their base. Two platformers in the speed after deciding to quickly borrow one of the groupers that claimed to set out in search of a nice tree. Upon arrival, the tree platform was put down. From now on, this was the groupers' home, a stone 2x1 on a wobbly tree platform about 100 meters up in the air, surrounded by a fire. They had also made the wise decision of paying respect to them, because really, it was mostly bad, although it was a really good contact. And it's just a place where they weren't stolen from to get to work, take themselves from them, leave to get ready for tomorrow. It was going to be a fun time to do that. Their decision why up building the split only has with the base with a special one. And once you start to rest, then make up a leader this state of the area that the two players set up some sort of signal. Then established a whole with the and everyone's gone around the bee ventures that Blackout was not very happy about the bee making everything place. Blackout just up the mountain on the other one of the considerations they want. Blackout was basically forced to move up the mountain and go to this was of course the ongoing presence of the because the monster would not stop. Hey guys, everybody doing good? I'm not fine. I'm going to get up here. I'm fine with that. But I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We are going player by player. Every single person on this map will be the story. But listen, we haven't lost a single person yet. Nothing but strong leadership. We won't lose leadership this whole time. That you learn and how you can do it on respect, self-service, honor, integrity, and personal privilege. Those are the same guys that you're going to go into a
don't have to play slow. It's okay. Whatever animals you got, tell me. We're going to the cave. We're not going to let America take your place easily. So put all back the gun. But the Americans were a lot more skilled. That is your first front row. What is this? While the speech one has to do with the effect, the Americans would still be HP advantage. 41st, so it was like on giving them health to police members to the and then commander.
I got my first parka.
Yesterday. How performers only. Take care of yourself for now. Let me know when you're good to go.
Earlier on, they shifted their base from the mountain opposite Mono Island all the way to the snowbank. Of course, this was very intentional. You see, Blackout absolutely despises being mentioned, but with such a massive gap in numbers, a direct fight was nearly impossible. Blackout would have to take another path, one that they've been climbing.
You're right, sir, but you know, if you can get quickly off by, this is all you can do.
And the man with the rocket launcher who tried to sabotage the Bean election was in fact a Blackout spy. He was planted in various things. Then, while the first was really exposed to the election, the second one hidden completely in silence. If Blackout decides to make a move and the time is right, he will strike. It had seemed that two of the Goobers were on the move. Blackout and Blue had left the Redwoods and moved up north to the snow. Together, they were going out in search for Silica Pearl, a resource required to make turrets.
Oh shit, Albert, can you come back to me?
Oh my god. While Albert was getting thrown underwater, Blue's game had crashed, leaving him unconscious on the ground and extremely vulnerable, and the situation worsened.
Oh no, there's galvanology coming, this is so ass.
At the worst time possible, a Blackout player on an Argentavis was approaching, but it was much slower and less agile than the Tyrannicon that Albert was riding. But if an Argy grabbed you with its claws, you would be in trouble. Realistically, it should be very easy for Albert to take down this enemy, but it's a bit more complicated when Luke's unconscious body is on the floor.
Luke, can you get back in quick, bro? Oh, he's trying to fuck you with me, that's really good. And he's killing Blue's knockout body, that's awesome, dude.
It seems that this Blackout player wasn't even trying to fight an Albert. He was simply going for Luke's unconscious and defenseless body.
Like, do you think it's just trying to fuck all the time? Luke, you gotta log back in quick, I'm like actively fighting this guy.
Luke was trying to log back on, but his health started to get really, really low.
I'm in, I'm shielded. Okay. Get him, get on the PC, let's go. Alright, fly.
Albert managed to hold them off for just long enough for Luke to make it back. Fighting so far from allies The Bean Vengers election had started, and the first up on stage is the one, the only, Jonas.
My name is Spiffy, also known as Shoulder Guy. Okay, and I am a guide. I have worked in shoulders, support the whole tribe, just do that crafting, getting that gilly, getting all the flat, getting the gun, yellow, gunpowder, all that stuff. Going to get turrets online soon. Other tribes, they can try stuff, but they're different.
Doberman appealed to the crowd, and he was now the lead speaker. Anyway, next up is the head of Foreign Affairs, and this is Jan.
So hi, I'm Jan. I am an experienced leader. I have led multiple movie sites. I have a plan all set out for how to get all the materials that we need. As far as we know, everyone's against us.
While Chad was giving his speech, someone was looking very closely at his leggings.
We are the Bean Vengers. Under the flag of
Give it up for Jack.
Chad's words were filled with conviction, and he was appointed the head of Foreign Affairs. But next up, we have a motivation speaker.
My fellow warriors, my champion, my men. We are the biggest tribe, but to be the strongest tribe, we need good cake.
What? You popped on my For You page. Huh? What happened? Oh yeah, you can't stop sniffling. Just sneeze. Like really hard. Ugh. I don't know if we have any allergy pills. I thought you were going to say something about that. Have you texted him? Ask him today if he's ready. It's been almost a week.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm so sorry to keep bumping into you. You're just really close to me.
With an odd number of Coopers, not everyone knows, and tied with an isolated crypto snake left. Still, there was no sign that Coopers were going to let their voice start enough. Right now, the plan is the entire team. They would
So then text him today, ask if he's ready. You just got home not too long ago. You could just say, hey, is it ready? Oh, it's about to fucking wipe him. You can feel it. You can feel it.
No, when it's all in my spot.
So you can feel it.
No, when it's all in my ears.
I hope you don't get sick, Steve.
They had evac point onto the ditch, so and now coming back to base, making sound. But there was no time to rest. EVP continued to it went to Americans.
Where? Shotgun. How you like that?
America and formed a strong alliance. As a team, Blackout was playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers.
When nicotine cravings keep you up at night. Reach right there. But that's it.
We begin day 4 over the Goopers tree base inside the Redwoods. You'll find that the Goopers are onto something of interesting. They had found a rhino Gantia, the most overpowered flyer of the empire. It was like a stealth helicopter that could pick up T-Rexes. The big question really was, would these Goopers be able to tame this rhino Gantia?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it should start. It should do this thing. Alright, talk to duo, sir.
But what happened to the fucking...
There we go.
You pregnant?
I don't see it. I don't think so.
It missed.
It missed. You hit the box instead. Move up there. I'm gonna move it. Donkey, can you move back? I told you like fucking a minute beforehand, bro.
Okay, a minute. Sometimes. That dropped it there. Jeez, why'd he move like that?
Right here.
So they had finally finished fapping about. The Goopers had a baby rhino Gantia. All they would have to do now is wait for it to grow up and turn into an adult. Before this could happen, 3 Goopers revealed that they were being jumped by multiple mysterious players.
Get out of here. Just pull it out.
I'm dead.
Goose was dead. The Goopers had just taken their first casualty. Goose was killed by a tribe the Goopers knew well, but in that moment didn't realize it was them. To make things even worse, it happened in the lowest way possible. An enemy group slipped into the forest, searching for the thickest bush they could find. Inside, they hid a nest of auto turrets. You see, auto turrets don't care about foliage, and with enough of them, you're dead before you even realize what's happening. Killed by something you couldn't see and had no time to react. Everyone on the server knew that this was a viable strategy, and one that was totally effective. But nobody was the only way to destroy these turrets
What you do, going to bed?
right up to them and place C4 directly on top of them. But it's not like the Goopers could go searching. In fact, Albus only deployed and in Ty had been shot and killed by one of these turrets that he couldn't even see. They had made it all the way to day 4 with no Gooper death. Now they had just lost 2.
I see that little tiny smirk down there with you being tired. You gotta go pee. You wanna what? Fall over? Taking makeup off?
No, he's my eyeball.
No.
I already took my makeup off this morning.
Oh. I believe it. Look at that butt.
I think what we did yesterday was kind of warning. Two of my guys died for that, even though it was supposed to be Allen. So I was going to talk to you today about the possibility of an anti-beam coalition, but all we're asking is that we just make an effort to focus on beam. They have about 20 guys, and there's only about 40 left on the server. They're like half.
Sounds good.
Agree with that?
Yeah, sounds good.
I'll add you to like a group. Like this group. Every single one of these groups agreed. The Anti-Beam Coalition now has a total player count of 27 men. Only 2 men have been benches. Now these on makes down there. But remember, this is a coalition of multiple crimes against multiple enemies. And if you added the fact that many of these teams don't have much hatred towards the Avengers and because the Heroes Registry with all people may not give the effort needed to take down the team. I got friends like this. We can show the readers so loyalty of this sport. All concept of that we use to inspire the other. So, what's up with the but of course, there is no way these people would go down without some funds. How do you back up by all these people that very experienced people here? Naturally, just a normal. The beings have the best skill with resources of the next. another of scum tactic. Apparently, extend on all my obviously just been knocked down, and now Albert was left with Beck's body. Being the type of players they were, the Beans were going for RBC's unconscious body. Albert was then picked and brought up into the air. Fucking man, he could seriously dive in. But Albert had just managed to escape by using his shotgun to get out of the PC. Some guys picking, some guys picked, but Whale was shooting off the season. Get up, fire, stop, get low. I want to relate to the high ability timer. It would be a while before RBC was back up. At least my shotguns are now better than those. For the time being, that's coming to try and center himself. The two have been split up, and now Albert is again. This time, the Megan would be fuck, he's on my body, he's on my body. Not grapple. What the fuck is this grapple? I'm gonna back for it. I hail the last thing. Obviously, he was killed, and Albert was being punished. Committed to the moment he had run inside their bar. Yeah, fuck you. And he was under the general surface of the so long as one outside the office he escaped his detonation and he was gone. The challenge still wasn't scored. Shoot, but he wasn't. He played one back up into the air. Then one of the beams turned the boat and gone. Yeah, they covered. He had found himself to show the loyalty towards the Alliance. There was now only one member left. His name was Pounder, and he would make sure to spread the word of Albert's martyr. As Pounder got to work, we moved to Bob's Burgers, where America had arrived to get revenge via proxy. On day 3, Bob had alliance with the Big Ventures. Only shortly after was McDonald's fully raided by the Beans, and both members killed.
If somebody's gonna sell burgers, it's gonna be us, alright?
Even though it looked suspicious, Bob had never witnessed that raid. It was simply
I
the
believe
Big
it.
Ventures going out for more and more blood.
Oh wait, I think I found Bob. He's over here. Yep, that's Bob himself.
Bob and his friends were innocent, but they were now being individually hunted down and slaughtered by America.
Down here. He's like right there.
Because of the war crimes, aggression, and bad behavior from one group, innocent people have to suffer.
Oh, I see him. I see him. He has the no eye flippers.
Is he in the water?
Oh, yeah. Come here, Bob. Come here, Bob. He's dead. Bob is
Oh,
dead.
we got him.
The end of Bob.
Welcome to day 6. We begin today with a brief analysis. As we know, the Bean Vengers had established their main fortress upon Carno Island. Within this island stood their central base, ringed with Plant X species, an automated defense system that made any direct assault nearly impossible. To make matters worse, the island's perimeter was bristled with watchtowers. In short, their stronghold was practically impenetrable. However, this was no problem. The coalition was going to fight fire with fire. Every single member tribe had just built themselves a lovely turret raft. This was pretty much just a boat armed with a lot of turrets, overpowered, very cheap, and downright underhanded. Exactly what the Beans deserved. Straight outside Carno Island, were appearing in the water. A tribe that had really been pushed to the back appeared. Police, with only 2 players, were the first to begin the siege. For the time being, police had one task: move around the Beans Island, gather valuable info, and cause as much disturbance as possible. Blowing up towers, blowing up walls, putting mines in front of boats, or even sniping both dinosaurs. Their aim was to be a pain, which is police had now destroyed the most outer main Bean watchtower. It was a good time to start moving in and blowing up their boats.
Alright, that's demolished.
You see, there's one big problem with people and rockets. They are incredibly loud. And yes, the Bean Vengers were police, like a cat on a mouse.
Oh shit, keep on top of you guys. Check your body. Yeah, you can quick by North. Oh, no,
Chicken had just managed to escape, but then as he was heading down, he was picked by a PC.
Oh, that's second, boys. That's second. Second's gone. No. Oh, second's gone.
Drop him. There we go. Chicken was brutally annihilated by Doug. The other police member ran to the door to try and explode it, but turrets got him.
I died. My fuck, you fucked me. Oh, how that's what I died. I died after I blew myself up and got beat. Good.
Take a very close look at the Beam Venger's base. They have a sheer ridiculous number of tames. Stegosauruses, Therazinos, Dinosuchuses, and even Gigas. It was unbelievable. The question is, can the Coalition really go against them? Well, Blackout seems to say that they can, but they go by a certain quote. From within, shout on the hand that strikes the mightiest down.
Back up for base.
Indeed, Blackout did have an inside hand, because their spy had just blown up all of the critical infrastructure the Beam Vengers posted into the defense. Then he had got away.
Somebody unclaimed the Giga?
Can you unclaim the Giga? Yeah, that's what you're going to say.
Living with chronic migraines, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4.
Dad unclaimed the Giga. Dad in here. Dad not in chat.
Chad did not wait around to talk, because he had just blown up turrets, context, generators, storages, and even key defensive positions. Chad had been the exact same spy who was ransacking the Beam Venger's base from day one, taking ammo, eggs, and everything. He had gained political power within the group, and even fully orchestrated the election explosions.
So hi, I'm Jad. I am an experienced engineer.
Chad had even gone as far as to make offshore crafting rigs to ensure that he could make rockets and C4 with no detection. This was the perfect time for the Coalition to move in. Communicating with Blackout, Chad had done his job perfectly.
But so, what exactly did he do? He's blown up all of their turrets. And he's still alive.
Blackout, America, McDonald's, the Royal Navy, and the last lone
Nova.
trooper were all showing up in force. Meanwhile, the Beam Vengers were in complete shock, extremely disorganized and very confused. They would have to reorganize before it was too late. The main gates had been blown, and the Coalition began to push in.
They're rocking.
With no ports, no context, and most importantly, no time to respond, the beams were forced to pull back. By working together, there is a chance that this anti-beam coalition should really be successful. It wouldn't be easy, but there is a chance. The beams started to send out Stegosauruses in hopes of soaking the bullets, but it wasn't working. There were too many rafts, and they were dealing immense damage. As more and more Beam Vengers moved in, their deaths started to pile up, one on top of the other. The outlook was clear. Everyone in this rough battle could see that the coalition was winning, although the beams had one final move, charging every single one of their tanks straight towards the rafts. This play would be all or nothing, but with the sheer number of tanks that these teams have, it would work. Regardless, the order was given, and everyone and everything moved forward.
So whistling everything into our base, put everything in our base.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Whistling all this stuff into our base. All the tapes are coming, all the tapes are coming.
What the oh shit, I think they're going for like a time restriction or something. What?
We gotta be joking.
Oh my lord. Yeah,
Cannonball, hit it right in the head. I hit the Giga for 900.
The second any tame or its rider entered the kill zone, they were obliterated instantly. It was a swift, ruthless fight, and the turret rafts had delivered exactly as planned, giving the Beam Vengers a brutal taste of their own medicine. The battle was coming to an end, and there was no doubt who had won. Day 7 marks the finale. With the coalition securing victory, they now moved off into the horizon on their rafts. But just before we finish, a quick word from a familiar face.
Hi, YouTube. Fat Albert here. I died for the anti-beam coalition, and in the end, we won. I think that's worthy of some respect, at least. So listen, Mr. Smart Cat's got a Patreon, and from what I know, that's what makes these videos possible to produce. And pretty much, we get perks and change the course of these videos from the outside. It's like a big council. For Rex, it's just $3. Early access to all the videos, daily behind the scenes, Discord perks, cheap, easy, and you're basically in the war room. For Giga, it's 7. Guaranteed slot in all Civilization events. No sign-up stress, you're just auto-added. Plus subscriber-only mini events. Capture the flag, manhunt, stuff the public never touches. For Titan, it's only 15. You don't just get in, you drag a mate with you in for free. You play in Mr. Smart Guy's tribe, get private DMs. Titan calls every month, and your name in the credits. That's main character treatment.
Thank you, Mr. Pat Abbott. The link to join is just below. First line in the description and the pinned comment. Click now to become one of our patrons. Thank you.
I started my degree in 1986. 30 years later, decided to complete my goal. Earning my degree with Purdue Global has given me the confidence that I am going to do it. I can do it. Start your comeback today at PurdueGlobal.com.
What is up, everybody? We are here at the Box, and we are so excited to tell you about our we're performing new action. You're going to see incredible voices, you're going to see showmanship.
This show features new characters, new plot lines, new twists and turns.
I'm really excited for the action perspective. You know, this is going to be one of our more aggressive shows, so we're pretty pumped up for how we're going to be pushing the envelope on this one.
Oh, team.
That's why I took my boots off. It was all green
Why?
from the tanning.
Oh.
I guess I didn't clean it all.
Why is your leg green? It's like, why is your leg green?
Oh, that movie did.
My butt itch. What about it?
Sure.
Friend probably wondering why you started to turn green. Tired now. I've been tired.
In the early 19th century, the world was filled with ambition and revolution. Armies clashed,
Just tooting over.
nations fell, and millions fought to retake history. But what would the Napoleonic era look like in art? In this experiment, I split 200 players to 4 nations upon a single island. The British, the French, the Italians, and the Prussians. Stripped of all modern technologies and armed with only muskets and artillery, they would face the challenge of not only surviving, but building civilization from the ground up with only one life, making something or with a step to the last war. I present to you 200 players and all Napoleonic civilizations in our survival adventure. Today's one. The first point where the British Empire had already begun building their base. They set up on an island named Percival Island. This place was resources absolutely everywhere, and of course they took this for their force after. The British had managed to take forces, set up a crop, take them.
Why?
I came with it.
I'm like, what? Dude, what? Stop. Yeah. No, I haven't though. Yeah, there's also a pet option. Hold on. You hear me fart or something? I know Blood did when he was on the mic with me. It was last night. I heard it.
Then I declare it as at night a really override because of people as the one thing to do. We have a relationship.
On that side, Kermit's team haven't been to space yet. Flash knows nothing about the outposts. Kermit tries to be building. I'll bring both sides together. Instead of having a sole leader, we'll have a council. Based on me, Kermit, Flash, and Nolan Admiral. And Flash, yes, he says that one of the stands here on a post, trying to help out. What? You. Oh, I do not hold any more faith than any of you. Any decisions that you have to make are going to be put to a vote. The entire tribe will have to say, this team will not work if we keep going following Flash and following Kermit separately. You need to come together as one. Vote for me, and I will give you the unified tribe that you deserve. Included, the men lined up for the lead in the and with more votes than anyone, Sir Logan Donald was elected Prime Minister of the people over at the base of the Valley. His team were holding when he started.
Right now remain the foundation of our success. Build this fortress and raise our perimeter walls, securing not only just the base but the people who thrive. Every piece we place is a step closer. From the water, we have our metal gathering resources and fueling our victory.
The Italians were efficient, well armed, incredibly organized, and also King Chico himself was personally giving out items that they thought increasingly planned possible. Just north of the British Fort Douglas, an English player was out farming by himself to keep the city something on by Marshall 24. But still, the place that disappeared. However, for the French, which goes because the Russians had enough hit from the south by the French after arriving, led by General Apostoski to the front of heavy cavalry, moved round on the side of the main fence. We'll look a little bit away, and then we'll all rally together. We got a couple shots to be ready to respond immediately. They had found the French striking, moved them on the spot. When the French saw their man die, they had sounded the bell and started firing. so because not all of the French players were Marshall Yuki and his forward had come into the pitch of the English. Big lead, because this English was building killing
The door is open!
but by killing them, they had just alerted the British team the French were suddenly being overwhelmed. They had to stop recruiting.
We must
Marshal Yuki, being the screaming Frenchman that he is, ordered a retreat. Being closely chased by the British battleship, they managed to just escape. Welcome to day 3, where we begin again at the base of the British, as they are incredibly infuriated. The leader of the British, Logan, had organised an assault upon the French base. He had gathered men from Fort Vanguard and Fort Longbottom, put them on ships with some other permits. Together, armed with artillery and muskets, these two would go at the French base head on. The English began by sneaking around the north side of the base, setting up an opposing fleet. After establishing their position, one of his trusted henchmen moved up closer to the French fort in hopes of placing artillery in a position as in his hand to run up the rocks. But French bombing managed to stop them, and then he told the team to sound the alarm, saying they're being attacked. The French had a superior muscle sniping view, and now the entire team was on full alert. Very soon, every single member of the team as the majority of the French recruiting was on the wall, their orders for infantry and cavalry were sent out. Within 30 seconds of Marshal Yuki's French infantry being deployed, 9 was located, hunted, and surrendered. The second general material of the British went in a full-on retreat, but then one of news had popped up. Logan wasn't good. He remained located at Fort Longbottom on Notable Island. Just as the British left the French attack, the Prussians with General Albert were moved from north to south of the island in hopes of attacking the British. Chrysler and Justice, the Logan and the British, having very weak defences, allowed for easy access to the Prussian heavy cavalry. And when General Abercrombie moved in, they found Logan sitting right there. The Prussian heavy cavalry had just killed the Prime Minister of the British Empire. Okay, that. The Prussians with the horses began rallying all of the remaining British troops at base and began kicking their What's the horses? Not even the heavy cavalry here. It was the entire Prussian team. The Prussian team brought long targets. Members started placing down cannons everywhere in a massive semicircle to pound all levels of the deck. Being surrounded by Prussian artillery, the main British force was falling to its knees. Nearly all of the English members that weren't out on the offensive attack or at Fort Longbottom had been pretty much killed. But just as the Prussians were about to reach the main base, the English flagship pulled up, which managed to scare all of them away. They were turning someone else. Guys, listen, everyone's got to reach. Like, we're fucking. If the neighbor got to get up to work, unfortunately for the English, there was no hope. Their base was dead. And when they checked their loot boxes and asked on the door, there was nothing inside. This sad day. All of the members from the factory were back to the to make them do work, they carried scout bombs out of them. So They began finishing off all rockets with their heavy artillery. Soon after, Jones' sky was speeding full to the main. But what happened was to go over to the front, then Emperor Napoleon flying. And this,
I have never, it is almost unfair to see the way that as people, like all guys that are just destroy and force away, like where Russians at the moment, and this guy has been destroyed. It is
after lovely question, managed to get a gun and one. Now wrap up day 3. Welcome to day 4. We start at the base of the French and while we use the air to be back. After the French fended off both the front and the British, Malcolm and Napoleon decided and luckily the French, the Dutch, had already left their base. The Navy and General Abercrombie's heavy cavalry had moved out to finish off the English.
Well, I heard along that somewhere before. They also made a record in the woods. not great at the top, I should say.
And after the death celebration, I can't really
After that lovely speech, Sir Nigel Turner gazes upon the end of day 4. Welcome to day 5, where we begin a British sport master, and this is Sir Nigel Turner's replacement. His name is Butcher. Fellow did not want him executed, so Nigel Turner, after business, pushed out the new leader. The British would now team up with the Italians to make a massive navy where they would go and attack the Prussians once and for all. Before the coalition could strike, the Prussians had already organized an offensive attack on the Italians.
Yeah, as soon as we make landfall, we're going to jump. I'm trying to get some crazy fix. If they're facing more resistance than I thought, we'll pull back and let the Navy go do their work.
The Prussians had brought along General Sol's navy and General Abercrombie's heavy cavalry. The navy was used to cover diversions, while the heavy cavalry managed to find a way inside the Italian base.
I'm still in, guys. Hey, just get that wall down. Looks like it's still over.
While General Albert come through and managed to kill some players, the main force had brought artillery cannon on the cavalry. They began to load and move the main players. They made a full cut inside of their base. Oh my God, we're getting people. Can we get them up here, please? This would be really bad for the news.
We need to get that out. We're done for.
Okay. Everyone was supposed to be the back to that.
Oh my God, yeah. We're down.
They were able to get out.
Doctor, are you able to pick us up at all?
Yeah, kind of. The Russians had lost with their horses. They are keeping on foot.
Thank you. We gotta go.
Just as the Russians taken down with his full strength, the Russians managed to escape. Finally, the Italians had returned to their base for the day, but now they were going to try and attack the English. Both the Russian forces, both the British and the Italians were incredibly enraged. They had been attacked unjustly for no reason. Both forces grouped up together. One formation would move round to the northeast side, where they would set up the mountain of artillery. And once the mole was made inside the Prussian walls, the infantry could move in to try and gain a foothold within the Prussian courtyard. Just like the French earlier on, forces were able to get inside the courtyard, but man, it really was uncapped. These guys hadn't brought cavalry with enough artillery to go inside the base. But all hope was not lost because the Italians and the British had absolutely massive navies. So they pulled up on the west side of the base and started nailing the Prussian boats.
Like, I mean, we need to international this. I think the Naples might be a lost cause. We might need to retreat out here.
Originally, the Prussians moved up to the top of their base to avoid the naval combat, but after supporting General Sol well. Make it worse for your life. Make it keep some near the front. Hey, take this guy out. Get his body down. Hey, took his cheese and everything, knocked it down. To make it worse, the very left the area on their face from the wall. This meant he was by himself to kill by crossing. This offense why the alarm. So the president, the Italian delinquents had lost. To be honest, the only two real remaining forces were the French and Russians. And I just found out the French had set up a massive artillery point bomb. Being heavily bombarded by French artillery, the Prussians would have to make one final attack. They would need to push the French and get them off of their land. So General Rakotovsky and General Sol rallied the troops and ordered them to do a final push. Watch out, we go. On the initial push, the Prussians did manage to kill the French but with guns. Watch out, look. He's right. Stood up in one last speech. After learning the answer to his question, the two very small arms slowly moved down. Get this guy, move work. Get the move. Get me to trust in. The Prussians and the French soon dismounted. Those on foot much more dangerous than those on horse. I don't got on. Neither should. We got one foot. Where's this guy? We got a land from this guy. See very close. Both came to run street slow, but the French were more on foot than Prussians. So this guy's weak as hell as far as that time. Marshall's one of his get out the fault of these wars. What's wrong? What's that? He took different Prussians and they were Yes, sir, message. Got a message. Yes, here, my friend. Okay. The leader is dead. The French were defensive. And I now commend the Prussians. Their defense victory. If you would like to join the event, please do join the report in the description. And of course, thank you very much.
Alexa, set a 4:30 a.m. timer. Yeah. Alexa, set a 4:50 a.m. timer. Yeah. Alexa, set a 5 a.m. timer. Oh yeah, tomorrow starts Monday through Friday, huh? Well, I say lunch and dinner.
Except for Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, we don't work that Thursday. So then
Well, that's good.
But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm off.
Aren't you training somebody tomorrow?
What happened became the most incredible story I've ever filmed. So take a nation to root for and enjoy the movie as I have presented you the 200-player Civilization Storms of all of the players began rushing down to try and find a way off of the island.
Go to the left side, go to the left side.
The right path was blocked by a wild suppress, so people were forced to start leaping off of the cliff. Jump down the hill. Just on the shoreline, the craft was stationed, awaiting the land. Reaching over, players started to find the craft right the center, and then began sailing off towards the mainland. Jump out of that! Go up to the middle. I'll tell you if I get it. Players who weren't able to climb a raft were forced to swim out, followed the entire way by megalodon sharks. Over on the far eastern edge of the map, right next to a cave most players were too scared to enter, lived Athens, led by none other than Trafalgar, who from here onwards will go by the name Alberti Place.
Right, so the plan is, boys, we're Athens, and just as Athens was the hegemon over all of Greece, we too shall be the hegemons over this land. We will subjugate all those who stand to oppose us and force them to join our wars against their will.
To achieve this goal, Athens would have to outperform in the early days. Straight away, he ordered the tribe to start taming the most powerful dinos in the area, Carnos, Ceratos, and even something else. The Reaper. A living tank that hits with extreme force. In a huge Ark Survival Ascended experiment, 100 players were placed in the middle of Ark's hottest map, Scorched Earth, with no rules, no teams, no outside help, and only one life. These players would need to survive and thrive building their own Western civilization. What, as tribes go through severe dehydration, traverse the scorching desert with trains, build massive societies, and even form alliances through marriage. The question is, will they make peace and manage to kill the Manticore, or will they wage war? Heresy, the standing deck of Scorched Earth. I proudly present to you 100 players simulate Western civilizations in Scorched Earth. We begin the experiment, where I spawn all 100 players with ghosts located centrally. This map is filled with food, water, clothes, and even a little bean cake. Ah, yeah, a bean! They would need to use this map to form their own tribe, and also drink as much water as possible. The gates are the floor. How does he know? The gates were blown, and all 100 players started running circles, scattering all across the map in search of better base locations. But everyone quickly realized there was one big problem. This problem was indeed a serious one. I have no answer. The food about to die. It started to rain. Yeah. Oh my God. All of the players were extremely happy. For the next 5 minutes, they could explore and thrive up without needing to worry about water.
Now would be a good time, actually, to move to the location while it's raining.
As the rain continues, I'd like to introduce you to our very first tribe. Welcome to the Sandstriders.
Bro, this rain. My name's Nigel.
These guys were a small group of 8 players. With their high intelligence, they decided to set up their base in the middle of nowhere. At Purdue Global,
We know that after your service, the mission. Parents can be those heroes to their kids. I know my daughters look at me as a hero. Secure their future with a degree that honors yours.
We now go over to the Wayward Bandits, a highly organized group of 8 players who have decided to set up their base on a cliff edge. These guys are making good progress. However, they were about to get because the Sandstriders have led a wild rock golem over to Wayward's base. There's a rock golem. They saw the attack just in time because one of the members managed to get the rock golem tackled over and then run away, hopes of leaving it for the doom. I will sacrifice my golem towards the base. Now let's move on to the future. 5 of 15 players who are led by equal man named Incabilus.
Oh, Abilis Abilis much great team together. Abilis Forest, Abilis Safe, Abilis Forest.
Incabilus does indeed have a very interesting future ahead of him. You'll find out why very, very soon. But then I don't know from the Sandstrike.
But obviously we come to actually be countries for these users integrate.
Now at this point I was expecting a serious problem with my server. They found themselves a little crippled. Nigel and the rest of the Sandstrikers have managed to shoot themselves down. Relatively nice. Like the responsible admin I am, I had to ask across the group myself. I then stumbled across Incabilus on his front door.
For the scout, right. Abilis tried very well. Abilis tried out. Abilis Forest. Now,
I then asked Abilis if he could do a different thing.
Abilis public is very intelligent and wants to big world, Eden, they call it, bigger than Abilis ever seen. Triple size of Ivan top. It is a map. Abilis see wonders the world. Great sight of walls. Big triangle rock. Desert.
At the beaches in Peru. And a gorgeous Petra in Jordan. This map was being developed for managed and trust. Just a week ago, I hosted a capacity 500 player conversation experiment on Facebook.
Another new monkey business, or with way more like Mickey Mouse. Wait for me.
I am proud to present Eagle, coming soon to our marvelous center. Welcome to the Little Posse, one of the largest groups in the server, with a total of 18 members. They had their base built on top of Mighty Mountain, and soon they proved to be a very solid team. Victor's elected leader was a lady named Darina, who secretly got to work.
You're going to have finished the other one in place, so that's going to be like my portion. Then you can take a on a walk.
I'm fine. One of Victor's top leaders.
After went to mom too, took her out. Living up.
Anyway, up. There you go. They were. It looked like they were. It looked like they were. Okay, so let it look like you were in the conversation. Street, yeah. Yeah. right? Take a shower in the garden. See how scared monkeys get. You understand how scared monkeys feel when they're free. Once you get over the ghost being a pervert, it's not too bad. Once you get over the ghost being a pervert, it's not too bad. I took a shower last night in the dark, no light. I wanted to know what it was like for a scared monkey in the forest to eat grapes while it was raining. After the grapes are done, if you get over the fact that this ghost in there watching you is a pervert, it's not too bad. You really can watch in the dark. Who wants to see all this? I don't, and I gotta see it every day. I don't know what you know. What? That? It's probably got some good insight. This having makeup and stuff on top of it, I feel like it's too beautiful. We have no one to do it. You know what it is? They probably farted. They saw a green gas bubbling around you. They probably farted. Okay. That's what I thought when I texted you about that. Are you going to a club? At least a club, not a bar. Bar. There's a bench. How you gonna go from, oh, he's so tired, tell a story to, I'm awake, what's up? Very Yeah. Well, you see on smoke, my lighter ran out on me 20 minutes ago, and I'm over here going, come on. Huh? I mean, I got fucking slandered. I got slandered over here. Sure did. That firewall upstairs? No. You can talk however you want. Me and Brad, the owner of the server, I was talking to him all night. I know exactly what's going on. The YouTube's fine, the music's still, parts are clean. Yeah. But God forbid you ask me what happened to what it is. Lord. So much for. You're going to call out, go to the club, maybe go home with someone. Try not to pretend yourself. No. She brings her boyfriend, you bring me, and us four go out, and we create a bigger group. And I don't know who you think I am, but I talk to everybody.
I know you.
So making a friend will be like that, okay? On top of that, once we get enough people, I can head out. No? There's enough people for y'all. I'm there to keep y'all friends. No. Well, yeah, that's what you said. Bring my ass.
And look, it's
After like 2 weeks or so, we're going to get enough friends. And then y'all can just go. My spine is growing. Yeah, that's what. Well, this generation needs to get you or that. approachable. What did you do when you sat there? It depends on what you do. Did you sit there, talk to her, learn your phone, laugh, eat a little? Okay, so what do you know from hell? That is. How did she do that? Y'all are out. You ignored me. You didn't let me know when you. You're the one out. And that is where I said it is your choice between a geek and a crack one. If you leave it at, how is it your choice? You can prove my answer to yourself. You are. I'm not surprised you have that. If I was a worm. I don't really go out when I'm flying.
That doesn't mean you don't invite someone.
There's the truth. Would be his choice to go if we got invited.